Welcome back to Fudce Plays Minecraft Episode 2. When last we left off, I was just about to talk about Symphogear and go chasing after this skeleton who is bound to attack me any second. I also discovered apparently you can't seem to block with a sword anymore. I don't know if it's just iron swords, or stone swords, but whatever it is, it's causing a bit of pain, so... Okay, left away there to get there, so let's see what we can see. What I'm going to do say is that... Oh, yeah, it's new skeletons. Oh, he's forgot about me. Oh well, I prefer to kill him, but if he forgets about me, that's also good. Can't reach over there yet, so I'll put that there. Put it down there. Yep. There's another part of this ring classified. Gotta be careful when I cross over here because it's gonna increase sort of ways I can get to me. So I'm building myself a little guide rail there. Oh, creepers. Hello, creepers. No, you can't see me. You can't see me. There you are. Told you just couldn't see me. Nope. Say no to that hole. No thank you, hole. No thank you. No thank you. No thanks. That's a gravel, and I can't get up here. Lava. And I think I've pacified this room as well. Yep. Probably a few dark spaces where things can spawn. But it's not enough to worry me now. Torch spam everywhere. Not as if I'm needing for torches or coal. I've got plenty of coal and plenty of torches. So let's get myself some more iron. I'm probably going to use up this iron pig at some point. It's probably already day actually upstairs because it's been... Well, last episode was about 20 minutes long, so it's probably daytime. It's probably already night, getting towards night actually. Anyway, last time I left off I was about to talk about... Symphogear, the anime which I was most looking forward to this season. And for those of you who don't know Symphogear, it's a magical girl show, but it's not like Sailor Moon or Cardcaptor Sakura. It's more... Yeah, it's daytime. It's basically what you get if you create a magical girl show, but let the people who make Gundam make it. So you get giant robot, well, basically giant robot type magical girls. Huge, insane attacks. Cliffhangers at the end of every episode. And the main character is a badass. She seriously is. There are very few characters more badass than Hibiki. But she has main character syndrome. The same thing which afflicts people like Kiriyamato in Gundam Seed. Oh, bunnies! Hey, bunnies! Everybody likes bunnies. Same thing which affects people like Kiriyamato in Gundam Seed. I'm a good guy, I don't want to use my weapons to kill people, I want to use them to help people. So I'm not going to attack anything. Or I'm going to let all my friends die because I'm too stubborn. And that gets quite annoying in Symphogear, quite a lot. But it makes up for itself in many, many different ways. torch. No, thank you. More pigs. Again, it's sheep I want, not pigs. Oh, there's a extreme hills biome over here. That's actually a pretty cool looking. I think that's an extreme hills biome tiger, is it? Or tiger hills or something like that. Whatever it is, it looks pretty awesome. It's got cows as well. Again, I must point out, it's not cows I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for sheep. I'm looking for sheep. I'm looking for wool. But this works too. Magical floating block of dirt up there. We get a good viewpoint up there actually. Oh. Well, the thing with the latest Symphogear season, it's Symphogear has always fought against this magical enemy with noise. And now chickens. No, they've always fought against the magical enemy noise. Who are these enemies who can disintegrate humans just by touching them? They're pretty bad. And normal weapons just go straight through them. But the Symphogear users, they can sing songs and fight the enemies using their songs. But in the last season, Season 2, Symphogear G, spoiler alert, they beat them. So I had to come across with a new enemy this time to actually fight. And as ever, they go with humans. Well, one particular human. Again, I'm not going to spoil the actual outcome, but it is pretty much obvious. Symphogear is not a thinking man's anime. It's more of a fan of music. Fans of Nanomizuki music in particular will love Symphogear because it was basically created as a vehicle for her music, even though she's not the main character. She actually voices Tsubasa in it. She's the one who pretty much does all the openings. She gets everything done. She's a stoic type. She's a lot like Fated Nanoha, actually, in this one. But the main character, Hibiki, is voiced by Aoyuki, who is also a fantastic singer, and her songs, whilst nowhere near as technically excellent as Mizuki's, are superb in their own right. Oh, zombie. And my spidey sense tells me that either there's a cave nearby, or I don't think it's dark enough for him to spawn yet. Could be actually, because there's a skeleton now. It could be a cave nearby. Oh well. It is now night. I'm still running through looking for these sheep. I left the extreme hills over there away, and let's carry on running around. Oh, sheep! I spy myself some sheep to become dead sheep in a second. And there are 4 of them. What should we get? Okay, I need to quickly make myself a bed. Okay. Do that, and make myself a wall. I'm using that extra piece of wood to actually get rid of it out of my inventory management. I've not got a place to lay my head properly yet while I got a bed, but that's just to pass the night away. Looking for a decent place to build to begin with. Then when I've done, oh, hello zombie boy. I'm going to do something in combat though, because that is not skill. That is just mouse clicks. I'm looking forward to a shield, actually, what they had. Anyway, back to Symphogear. I keep getting distracted. That's a very spooky noise. Big cave below me, probably. Anyway, back to Symphogear. GX is very much in a vein we've got this new enemy, we need to defeat them, and our current weapons aren't good enough, so let's try and find a way to make our weapons better. It's succeeding there, quite brilliantly actually. Looking forward to seeing how it goes. Probably the most interesting character in the Symphogear series, though, isn't actually one of the main fighters. It's actually Hibiki's best friend, Miku. Who... Again, I'm not going to go too deep in it, because I do recommend you go away and watch it. Episode 1, I think, is available in America on Funimation. Unfortunately, Season 2 isn't available anywhere. Apparently, somebody's trying to get hold of it, but... You know, maybe Funimation's got the rights and I don't want to actually pay money. I've heard stranger things. Again, don't quote me on that. Funimation's a decent company. You can go out and buy all their anime, if you like it, of course. If you don't like it, then don't buy it, but if you don't like it, you shouldn't have watched it in the first place. I'm very much one for legal streaming methods only. Unless something is literally not available, in which case, Symphogear is probably available through other means. Inverted brackets. In fact, being in the UK, other means has become a pretty crucial thing for watching anime, because... Oh, nice pack of albino rabbits here. I'm not going to kill them. I don't hold any grudge against them. I found a cave. Got a decent amount of iron to cook. But Season 3 is also available at Crunchyroll now as well, as Symphogear GX. It's airing at the moment on Fridays. If in America it airs probably about... I'm doing a bit of calculations here. Doing live math is never a fun thing, especially with time zones. But I used to play a lot of EverQuest back in the day, with a lot of American players, so I know about time zones. Oh, touch. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a few minutes here just cooking away some of this stuff. So, chicken, I'll use that, and I'll use that. That, I'll use that and that. And I'll use that with that, and that. While I explore a bit. But definitely, watch Season 1 if you can find it on Funimation. You may need to subscribe to watch it these days. I've no idea about Funimation because it's not available in the UK. Season 2, other means. Season 3, pretty much starts from where Season 2 leaves off, which is why you need to watch Season 2. But if you don't want to, don't worry. It's not the end of the world if you don't watch it. It just helps. Another one I've been watching a lot of recently is actually an old one. It's recently been re-released on DVD by Nozomi, part of White Stuff. And that's Turn A Gundam. You may have guessed from my previous comments, I'm a Gundam nut. I'm a bit of a Gunplo. I watch the anime, I read the manga. The Gundam Reorigin manga is absolutely fantastic. The art is beautiful, the books are fantastic. Nicely covered, soft, hardback books with fantastic colour pages and the quality of the paper. I've only ever seen one or two manga like it, at least in the West. One was Ionis Summer Fanatics, which for a Yuri manga is insanely high production quality. And definitely pick that one up as well. That's also worth a read. But Turn A Gundam, it's not the oldest Gundam. It's actually from 1999, which is funny because it seems so much older in a non-rude way when it actually is. It comes across as much more of an old school anime, but it's a recent production. But when you get to watch Turn A Gundam, you get to see just what they were trying with recent Reconquista and G. They were trying to rekindle the magic that was Turn A Gundam with Reconquista. But they just didn't succeed because they failed to grasp what was good about Turn A Gundam. It's not the insane over-exploding of new mobile suits every 5 seconds. It's the unpredictable, various different elements of politics of the entire matter. People say politics is boring. I say tosh to that, because if politics was boring, why is Turn A Gundam so good? Why is Gundam so good? Because Gundam is politics. It's all about war, it's all about fighting. It's why I like Suikoden games, because war, fighting. I'm not going to go on a big rant about politics, because I'm not a politics channel. I don't want to grab the headlines. I'd rather just watch my channel and enjoy it, but with anime like Turn A Gundam, a game like Suikoden, they bring the politics into it without making it a bore. I mean, that's why people love the Game of Thrones series so much. I mean, I will admit, I've not seen Game of Thrones. I was actually turned off it by a mate of mine is a big board game fan. I mean, we all are in our community. And he's actually bought the Game of Thrones CCG, the card game. And card games are fun when you and everybody you know buy cards, make your own decks, and play the game. That's why Magic the Gathering is fun, because you buy the cards, you build your deck yourself, you plot your wits against other people. With the card game which it has, it's designed so that the game has the cards. You can buy expansions with more cards. It's not a bet building game like Dominion. You just got decks in the game, and to me that just sounds wrong, because you end up with one person knowing all the decks and the other players not knowing much at all. Oh, another cave. And a rabbit. And more chickens. I'll kill the pigs and chickens for their meat. Having extra food is always good. But when you've got a game where the person who owns a game knows all the decks, builds them themselves, and we just play with them, it does get a bit boring, and the old insistence of Hammer Game is what turned me off Game of Thrones. I'd probably like the series, actually. I probably would. But I need to get the one up to actually watch it, and for me, it can never live up to the hype. Because both him and the internet in general have hyped up the Game of Thrones no end. Who knows, maybe one of these days I'll go back and read a book. I've got a huge pile of books, which isn't possibly another topic for another day. I've got a huge pile of books in the office. Not where I record, I've actually got my own office elsewhere. Oh, no. I'm a rabbit. No, apparently I've actually removed the killer rabbits from the game, which is a big disappointment actually, because that 1 in a million chance of running across a rabbit which will kill you is actually quite a fun thing which I would enjoy in Minecraft, because what would you do if I jumped over this hill and oh dear, there's a rabbit killing me? And what about the chat message? Fudce was slain by a rabbit. That would be embarrassing. You know, I was always wandering around talking. I feel like Kurt J. Mack. I'm not going in one direction. Oh, the sun's going down. I got my bed ready. Hopefully, if it's horses. That's kind of handy. I ain't got a saddle, but it's kind of handy. I need to remember this place for when there's when I get a saddle. A horse would be handy. Okay, so let's sleep for a night. In the morning, I'll carry on looking for a decent place to build. As I say, I'm looking for a mushroom biome, or I'm looking for a village. Or just a stunning backdrop, really. I'm not looking for more caves. What about more caves? This is promising. I've got a plains biome coming up. Whenever you see a hole like this, it's always worth going down into it, even if you get stuck like I've just got. Because you sometimes find at the bottom of a rabbit hole, you find yourself a dungeon. But not there. I think that's another swamp up ahead, yeah. It's not a huge plains biome, sadly, unless it goes back this way a bit. Oh, definitely a swamp, a huge swamp, actually. Now we should dig it out and make a perimeter. And lots of sheep. More rabbits. Rabbits are really getting a lot more common in Minecraft at the moment. Is this another ravine? There's lots of ravines in this world as well. I'll tell you what. That's a seed if you want to play along at home. If you can find me a decent place and build something decent, then you're welcome to do so. I'm not going to... unless you find something really cool, I'm probably not going to search it out myself. But feel free to look around this world and see what you can find. More dead-eyed rabbits, apparently. Those brown rabbits with black eyes definitely look dead-eyed to me. They just look like zombie rabbits almost, but not green. Oh, that'd be a scary mob, wouldn't it? Zombie rabbits. We're back to a killer rabbit again, aren't we? Villages can't be this scarce. A bit more villages than this up in Minecraft, aren't there? That's the point. Oh. Yeah, I've got the new pathways now. And supposedly these are transparent blocks, so mobs can't actually spawn on them. They can't appear to put touches on them either. Those pathways will be there for eternity now. Apparently in the Pocket Edition, those pathways are actually instead of the gravel in villages. If that's actually the case, that would be a pretty decent thing to do in Minecraft actually, because those pathways, they do look pretty cool. I mean, zombie. Whenever you're in an area for the first time and you hear something like that, it's always worth digging down because you may find yourself a spawner. Especially when it's that close. That zombie sounds very close to me. Or just Dangerous Way, which you just walk past. Oh well, it was worth a look down anyway, because it could have been a spawner. If it was a spawner, it was definitely worth exploring. I've come across a birch forest now. Not a fan of birch forests, because they just seem so boring. That wood is probably the most boring wood in the game. Just blight. Ooh. Lock updates. We always seem to go on forever as well. Another killer rabbit over there. Now I know I've been in this area for a long time, so it's probably not a spawn of that one. And I'm sorry, can't sprint again. Get some more meat out. That's what I'll do. I'll put those there. You're there. Very orderly laid out forest, this one. Seems to go on forever though, and when it merges into a dark oak forest, which is kind of ironic. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, I'm running quite an RPC actually, about 5 years old now. I'm running dual 5700s. I probably wouldn't run much these days. I'm actually planning on upgrading in a few weeks' time. Probably not to Windows 10 just yet. I'm going to see how that goes before I actually commit to Windows 10. Unless you got a backup PC or you're good with computers, if you commit early, you should be committed early. Microsoft's got a history with things like this. You know what, eventually I will actually find a place to build. There's been plenty of possible chances, but I've walked past them all. And for now I'm just going to try and find this village or mushroom biome. The reason why I want a mushroom biome actually is not only because the mycelium is a decent block. It's quite a rare block. But you can still build grass in a mushroom biome. It's actually decent shaded grass actually. I'm trying to remember, I think it's either very dull or very bright green. I think it's bright green. One of the brightest you can get. And the other advantage of a mushroom biome is that no random mob spawns. Which is a perfect place to build a base. And if I can find a village as well and bring some villages over, I can build myself a pretty safe village where nothing can spawn. That's an interesting point actually. I wonder how sieges work in this type of situation. Okay, I've now got a desert and looks like a savanna biome over there. Small horses. Looks like a nice area. But I always end up building just on the edge of deserts. I myself some nice lamb chops. I know it's mutton, but it's lamb chops to me. You can't beat a nice bit of lamb. Yeah, you always end up building the edge of deserts. It's kind of handy for all the sand with all the glass you need to build. Pumpkins over there. I'm glad I did this. I made it so the sand actually stays up with sandstone rather than just on its own. Blow your own. Serpentine. No, not going to go down there just yet. We've got 1 hour, brilliant. Having actually got a bow. And is it night? Not yet. Nearly. Ooh, do I spy what I think I spy? It looks to be like a house. It looks like the top of a church, actually. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to... Yep, that is a desert village. Not the type of village I would have preferred, but it's a village at least. It actually looks to be a pretty decent sized one, actually, because it goes from there to there. And unfortunately for you guys, you're going to have to wait until next time to see the actual extent of a village. Because that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Let's take the armour off because you can't see my wonderful apron with this on. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.